So, hello everyone. Let's start our today's class. In the previous lecture, we have discussed about the Lagrange interpolating polynomial. Lagrange interpolating polynomial that we discussed in the previous class. What is Lagrange interpolating polynomial? If there are n data points are available, suppose x0, f of x0, x1, f of x1, xn, f of xn, then we can form a polynomial of degree.
मैम दिख नहीं रही स्क्रीन आप
Oh, sorry.
Screen share.
अब स्क्रीन
Now is it visible?
यस नाउ विजिबल है
Okay. So in the previous class, we discussed about the Lagrange interpolating polynomial. If n plus 1 data points are available, then we can form a polynomial of degree less than equal to n. Okay. Pnx can be constructed with the given data. Okay. And it is having the property that P and xi equal to f of xi, where I equal to 0, 1, 2, n. Okay. Next is what where like this P, the form of the P and x is what? That is L0x f of x0 plus L1x f of x1 plus ln x f of xn where Lix or is equal to what? That is x minus x1, x minus x0, x minus x1, x minus xi minus 1, x minus xi plus 1, and so on, x minus xn upon xi minus x0, xi minus x1 up to xi minus 1, xi minus xi plus 1, and so on, xi minus x. So this is the Lagrange polynomial where I equal to what? 0, 1, 2 up to n. So all these L0, L1, Ln can be computed with the help of this formula. Okay. I also discussed about the error between the constructed polynomial and the actual function is less than equal to fn plus 1 cx upon factorial n plus 1 x minus x0 up to x minus xn. So this is called the upper bound of the error that we discussed in the previous class. Okay. Also, I've done one question based on the error, how to compute error bound for the given function, upper bound for the error. Okay. Now let us discuss about the drawback of Lagrange interpolating polynomial. The positive point is what? That if the data is available, then we can compute a polynomial of degree less than equal to n. Okay. In the form of Lagrange polynomial. Okay. And the error, we are getting this. And next point is what? What is the drawback of Lagrange interpolating polynomial? Okay. I should say Lagrange interpolating polynomial. Interpolating polynomial. Even data n plus 1 data points are available, then there always exists a polynomial of degree n plus 1 that we have already discussed. If we want to add one more data point, suppose we want to add one more data point, because n data points, n plus 1 data points are already available, and we want to add some more data point to this given data. So whatever the polynomial you constructed before, that will not work. So you have to again compute all L0, L1, L2, Li's, and then you have to construct a new polynomial. So the whatever you computed before, that will not of any use, that will be useless, and you have to compute everything again. Okay, so this is the drawback of Lagrange interpolating polynomial. So you are adding only one point, and after adding this point, like the polynomials size will increase, obviously, n plus the degree of the polynomial will be what? N plus 1, because you are adding one more point. So n plus 2 data points are available and you are constructing a polynomial. And this polynomial can be constructed with the help of these LIX. So you have to compute these LIX again. So whatever calculation is being done before, that will be of no use. So this is the drawback of Lagrange interpolating polynomial. So, well, there is some drawbacks. So obviously the new method will come into existence. So the next method that is used to compute the interpolating polynomial is what? That is Newton divided difference method. Divided difference method. Difference interpolating polynomial. So what is, first we will discuss what is Newton divided difference. Oh, yeah. Okay, Newton divided difference. Interpolating polynomial. Suppose the same thing, n plus 1 data points are available. Let us suppose x0, f of x0, x1, fx1, n plus 1 data points are available. xn, fxn, n plus 1 data points are available. So we can construct a polynomial of degree n. So any general polynomial we can write that is passing through these data points is what? A0 plus A1 x minus x0 plus A2 x minus x0 x minus x1 plus an x minus x0 x minus x1 x minus xn minus 1. What does it mean? When there are n plus 1 data point, so we can construct a polynomial of degree less than equal to n that is passing through these point, or these point will satisfy that polynomial. Okay.
हम वहाँ आपने क्या लिखा है pnx?
Where this is pnx.
Okay.
Okay, if you have two data points, suppose like x0, fx0, and x1, fx1. So you can always construct a polynomial like that p1x, that is a0 plus a1 x minus x0, like that. Okay, when two, or like you can also write like a0 plus a1 x minus x1. It's up to you how you are writing. So this we can say this polynomial is passing through these 2 points. This point will satisfy this polynomial. So in the same way, we are writing a polynomial that is a general polynomial that is passing through these n plus 1 data points. Okay. So, and we are assuming here this polynomial is passing through these n plus 1 data point. So obviously these data point will satisfy the equation of the polynomial. So we can write at x equal to x0, pn x0. Pn x0. This Pn x0 will be what? It will be the equal to the function value at x0. Okay, Pn x0, since we are saying this polynomial is passing through these n plus 1 data points. So obviously at x equal to x0, Pn x0 will be equal to fx0. It is equal to what? A0 plus at x equal to x0. This term will be 0 because x equal to x0, x0 minus x0, it is 0. All other term will be 0 because we are taking this polynomial of this form. Okay, so the value of a0 is what here? We are getting a0 as fx0. So I'm writing a0 here. A0 equal to fx0. I just want to divide the board into 2 parts. So a0 equal to f of x0. I'm writing this in the form of a square bracket. Okay, so this is called 0th order divided difference. Both the things are same, only this is the notation we are using here. 0th order divided difference. Okay. Now at x equal to x1. Now put x equal to x1. Then Pn x1 will be what? It will be equal to f of x1. Okay. So in the polynomial, we are putting x equal to x1. So what we are getting? F of x1. Okay. Equal to a0 plus a1 x1 minus x0. All other term will be 0 because we have taken a polynomial of this form. When we are putting here x equal to x1, then this will be 0. So a2, a3, a and all term will be 0. So we are getting the value of a1 from here. So a0 we have already computed. Now we will put the we will compute the value of a1. So a1 is coming out to be what? That is f of this small bracket we are replacing by this bracket minus a0 upon x1 minus x0. So the value of a1 we are writing here as a1 equal to f of x1 minus f of x0 upon x1 minus x0. This thing we are representing by in a closed form like f of x0 x1. So the whole thing, this form, we are expressing by the formula f of x0 x1. That is equal to what? f of x1 minus fx0 upon x1 minus x0. This is the value of a1. So just keep remember a0 is what? That is f of x0. a1 I am writing here f of x0 x1. The value of fx0 x1 is what? This is the value. Okay, this is the value of fx0 x1. Similarly, we can compute the value of a2. So at formula proof is not important, but you should understand how we are getting. That's why I'm writing it. Otherwise, proof cannot be asked in the proof will not be asked in the exam. But you should understand. So at x equal to x2, Pn x2 equal to f of x2. Okay, so we can compute the value of x2 in a2. a2 is coming out to be here. a2 is what? That we can write it as f of x0, x1, x2, and the value of fx0, x1, fx2 is what? F of. It is easy to keep remember. If there are three values, just leave the first value first. Okay, leave the first value x0 and then write f of x1, x2 minus f of x0, x1 upon last value minus first value. Okay, this is called there. Since there are, I told you when there is one term, then we are calling it zeroth order divided difference. When there are two value, it is called first order divided difference. This is called first order divided difference. First order divided difference. Okay, there are three values. This is called second order divided difference. Second order divided difference. Okay, dd, divided difference. That means we are using dd. Okay, so the value of this is what? F. This is the value of fx0, x1, x2. Similarly, you can compute the value of fx1, x2 by this formula. So what is the value of fx1, x2 will be, what is the value of fx1, x2? The value of fx1, x2 is what? F last value minus f first value upon x2 minus x1. Similarly, you can compute the value of fx01, f of x0, x1. Okay, so this is the procedure how we are computing. Similarly, if you have doubt till here, then ask, otherwise I will continue. So similarly, we can compute the value of A4, A3, A4, A5 and so on. In general, we can write the value of AK. Okay, in general. We can write the value of AK. AK is what? That is f of x0, x1, x2 and so on, xk. And the value of this is what? F of, just leave the first term. This is f of x1, x2 up to xk minus f of x0, x1 up to xk minus 1 upon last value minus first value. This is the kth, when this is x2 second order. When the last term is xk, then this is kth order divided difference. Okay, now after computing all these values, we can put all these values a0, a1, a2, an into the polynomial. So what we are getting here p and x as where I should write here that k equal to 0. Now p and x. P and x is what? The value of a0. a0 is what? F of x0. Value of x1. x1 is what? F of x0, x1. X minus x0. Okay, plus f of x0, x1, x2, x minus x0, x minus x1. And so on, plus f of x0, x1, up to xn. Just keep remember this formula like that. I'm writing here when it is x0 and x1, then the multiplication of a polynomial degree 1. When they are in f, there are 2 points, then there is a multiplication of this function with the polynomial of degree 1. So since it is f is containing and n plus 1 term, x0, x1, x2, xn. So the multiplicative polynomial will be what? It will be x minus x0, x minus x1, up to x minus, the last term will be x minus xn minus 1. This is important. You should keep remembering. Because I told you Pnx is a polynomial of degree n passing through n plus 1 data point, and it start from x minus x0 and up to xn minus 1. Okay, so it is this is the thing that is a polynomial of degree n. It will take one more point and xn, then it will be n plus 1 degree. So just this is the important thing that you should make it clear. So this is what, this is a Newton divided difference interpolating polynomial. This is Newton divided difference interpolating polynomial. Okay, now how to compute all these interpolating, like all these divided difference term whenever we are solving a question. Sorry. We'll discuss about the quiz later on. Okay, now let us do one problem, then it will be more clear how to solve a question with the help of Newton divided difference formula. So tabular form of Newton divided difference. Actually, whenever you will solve it with the help of tabular form, then it will be easy to write a polynomial. Newton divided difference formula. Newton divided difference. What we will do with the help of table, we will compute all Newton divided difference and then we'll implement those divided difference into the polynomial. Newton divided difference. Okay. So suppose the data point is given to you, we'll write it here, and the function value we will write here. So the data point are what? Like x0, x1, x2, and so on, xn. Function value f of x0, we will write it in a big bracket so that it means it is the representation of divided difference, nothing else. F of xn. Okay. Now we will compute first. This is 0th order divided difference. Now we'll compute first order divided difference. So what is the procedure? I told you the first order divided difference. We will use these 2 points. Okay, we can write it as f of x0, x1. That is equal to f of x1 minus f of x0 upon x1 minus x0. Okay. So by using these 2 terms, we are getting f of x0, x1. Similarly, you can use these 2 terms, you are getting f of x1, x2, f of x2 minus f of x1. Similarly, all these values can be computed. Okay, after this, you are computing second order divided difference. That means you are using these 2 values, fx0, fx1 and fx1, x2. So this is what f of x0, x1 x2. This is equivalent to what? This value f of x1, x2 minus the value that you computed here, f of x0, x1 upon x2 minus x0. So this is the difference. Similarly, you can compute all the values in tablet. And after computing all these values, so when you will form this table, so whatever the first value is coming out to be, that will be the value that you will use into this formula. Okay, let us do one question, then it will be more clear, otherwise you may get confused. Construct Newton, construct Newton and divided difference interpolating polynomial and for the given data. For the data is given, I am writing in term of tabular form. Okay, so this is your x and this is your fx. Okay, whenever we are applying Newton divided reference, then write it in square bracket. So the value of x is what? -2, -1, 1, 3. And the function value is what? -15, -4, 0, 20. So this is the function, this is the data given to you. Now you will compute first order divided difference. What is that? F of, this is your x0, x1, x2, x3. Okay. So the value is what? F of x1 minus x0. Okay, so fx1 is what? That is the value -4, and fx0 is what? -15. x1 is what? That is -1, and that is -2. So what is the value coming out to be here? -15 plus 4 upon -1 plus 2. Okay, so the value is coming out to be here, that is 11. Okay, so f of x1, x2, 0 plus 4 minus 4, 1 plus 1. It's very easy. Just keep remember like that, this value minus this value upon this value minus this value. So this is coming out to be what? 2. Okay, similarly, you use this value of x2, x3. This value 20 minus 0 upon 3 minus 1. Okay, it is coming out to be 10. Now next value will be what? It will be f. Now using this, next table will be, actually I required some more space, so I'm just writing it little bit. Okay, I'm writing directly this value 11. Now next value is what? F of this. So now using these values, what you are computing here f of x0, x1, x2. Okay, so f of x1 minus fx2 minus fx0, fx1. So this is what? 2 minus 11 upon x2 minus this x2 minus x0. So x2 is 1 and x0 is -2. This is what? 2, 1 plus 2, that is 3. The value is coming out to be here what? -3. And by using these values, we are computing f of x1, x2, x3. Here, 10 minus 2 upon 3 minus -1, so plus 1. It is coming out to be 2. Okay, next value will be what? Okay, by using this, you are computing here the value of x0, x1, x2, and x3. Okay, so the value is coming out to be what? 2 minus 3 upon 3 x3 minus x0. x3 is this value 3 and x0 is minus 2. It is coming out to be 2. The value is 1. Okay, so in this table you are computing all divided difference. Okay, so the first value, the function value, second value is this value. So in the table, whatever the first value you are getting, that is the value that you will use in the polynomial. So you are having 4 data points, so 3-degree polynomial is possible, maximum 3-degree polynomial. So the formula is what? F of x0. F of x0 is what? That is the value minus 15 plus f of x0 x1, that is the value here 11, and then multiply by x minus x0. So the value, that is x minus x0 is what? That is plus 2. Plus the formula is f of x0, x1, x2. So this is the value that you are using here, minus 3. Multiplication by x minus x0, x minus x1. So you are writing here x minus x0, it is 2. X minus x1 is x plus 1. Next value, f of x0, x1, x2, x3. And multiply by x minus x0, x minus x1, x minus x2. Plus the value is what? This value. So just go through the table. Whatever the first value you are computing, that will be used in the constructing the polynomial. So the value is coming out to be 1 and x minus x plus 2, x plus 1, x minus 1. So whenever you will simplify it, you are getting a polynomial x cube minus x square plus x minus 1. Okay, so this is a 3rd-degree polynomial you are getting. So this is Newton divided difference interpolating polynomial. Okay, suppose you want to check the value here, P3x we obtained here, that is x cube minus x square plus x minus 1. Now you want to check whether it is correct or not. You can just put the data points. Suppose minus 2 I am putting here. P3 minus 2, it is coming out to be what? Minus 2 whole cube minus 2 square plus minus 2 minus 1. What is coming out to be? Minus 8, minus 4, minus 2, minus 2. It is minus 15. This is equivalent to this value. So that means the whatever the polynomial we constructed, that is correct. Okay. Any doubt up to here? Then ask. This is your Newton divided difference interpolating polynomials. Now, suppose you want to add some more data point here. As I told you, this is the drawback of Lagrange interpolating polynomial. What is the drawback? Like if you are adding one more data point, then you have to compute everything again. But in Newton divided difference, this is not the problem. If you are adding one more data point, let us suppose if you are adding one more data point, suppose a point here. The data point is what? Suppose plus 4 minus 39. So what I'm doing, I'm adding one more data point here. That is suppose x4. Okay, this is the 4 and value of the function is what? Minus 39. Okay, so we have not to compute all divided difference again. You have to do one more calculation here. What is that? You have to compute here x3, x4. That is the value minus 39 minus 20 upon 4 minus 3. The value is coming out to be here as minus 59 and using these values, you are getting value here minus 23 and 23, and then adding these two values, you are getting here minus 5, and then one more value will be there, that will be what, that is computed minus 5 minus 1 upon 4 minus 2. So minus 5 plus 1 minus 5 minus 1 it will be. Okay, one more table would be there, that is minus 5 minus 1 upon this 4 plus 2, that is 4 plus 2, it is 6. So the next value is coming out to be the very last space, so I'm writing here, that is minus 1 value. So what you have to do whenever you are adding one more data point, so you are having now 5 points, so P4x, the new polynomial, you get new polynomial obtained will be what, P3x, so whatever you computed already, okay, plus the value of the f of x0, x1, x2, x3 and x4 into x minus x0, x minus x1, x minus x2, x minus x3. Okay, so x minus x0. So in the previous polynomial, like here we have done calculation up to here. So one more data point is added. So you are getting x0, x1, x2, x3, everything is known to you. So we are getting a polynomial P4x as P3x plus that value. So that is the polynomial you will get as a new polynomial. So it is minus x4 plus 2x cube plus 6x square minus 7. Now you want to check whether it is correct or not. So you can check the value P4, 4. If you're putting x equal to 4, the value is coming out to be minus 39. You can verify it. So whenever a data point is added to the, like whenever we are adding one more data point, whenever we are doing with the help of Newton divided difference method, then we have not to compute everything again. We have to add only one more term here, like only we have done one more extra calculation, but whatever exists before that is also used to construct a new polynomial. Okay, so this is the benefit of the Newton divided difference interpolating polynomial over Lagrange interpolating polynomial. So the computation wise, this is better than the Lagrange interpolating polynomial, but error formula you are getting same here or in the Newton or in the Lagrange polynomial, because I told you whatever the polynomial we are constructing by Lagrange polynomial or by any other method, they are all unique. So polynomial we form, that is always unique. If we are computing Lagrange polynomial with the help of same data, we are getting same polynomial. Only form of these two polynomial procedure are different, otherwise we are getting unique polynomial. Okay, and error is same. Since we are getting unique polynomial, so obviously the error will remain same. So error here is also same, that is what, fn plus 1 cx upon factorial n plus 1 x minus x0 x minus x1 up to x minus x. So this is the portion that is done up to here. Any doubt, then ask.
मैम न्यूटन्स मेथड मतलब बस लास्ट अगर डेटा पॉइंट लास्ट में होगा तभी एडवांटेजेस है ना, नहीं तो वो सेम ही है कैलकुलेशन तो फिर भी करनी पड़ेगी।
फिर भी यहाँ पे कैलकुलेशन पार्ट जो टेबुलर फॉर्म में हम लिख पाते हैं तो दिस इज इजी टू कंप्यूट। अदरवाइज आप अगर लैग्रांजे में जाते हैं तो लैग्रांजे में आपका क्या होता है कि आपका जो फॉर्मूला है जस्ट गो बैक या
नहीं, अगर स्टार्टिंग वाला डेटा पॉइंट लाइक जैसे -3 दे दिया होता तो सारा कैलकुलेट करना पड़ता फिर से।
नहीं अगर आपको हाँ लाइक आप कहीं से भी कोई भी डेटा पॉइंट बीच में ऐड कर सकते हैं। इट्स नॉट नेसेसरी दैट यू हैव टू राइट इट इन अ प्रॉपर फॉर्मेट। लाइक इट इज नॉट नेसेसरी कि आपको ना x0 के बाद में ही x1 लिखना है, आप कैसे भी लिख सकते हैं। अगर आप बोलते हैं यहाँ पे हमने -2 की जगह यहाँ पे 0 अगर पुट किया, वी कैन ऐड इट इन द लास्ट आल्सो, नो प्रॉब्लम, इट विल नॉट अफेक्ट दैट मच। अल्टीमेटली you are saying like अगर आपको x1 पॉइंट दे दिया जाता है, सपोज यू आर गेटिंग हियर -1.5, so you can add that point here also, no need to incorporate in between, ठीक है ना?
मैम पर उससे
उससे कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ेगा. जनरली वी ट्राई टू राइट
असेंडिंग
इन अ
ऑर्डर में
प्रॉपर फॉर्मेट. यस,
एक्स को हमें असेंडिंग ऑर्डर में नहीं लेना.
जनरली वी टेक लाइक दैट, बट अदरवाइज इससे कोई फर्क तो नहीं पड़ना चाहिए, क्योंकि हम कोई सच मेरे अकॉर्डिंग तो फर्क नहीं पड़ता. आई विल चेक इट अगेन, बट बिकॉज जस्ट अ मिनट, लेट मी थिंक. मेरे हिसाब से तो कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता है.
नहीं मैम फिर वो टर्म्स ही डिफरेंट हो जाएंगी.
एक मिनट. ये अच्छा क्वेश्चन है. एक मिनट. ओके, आई विल चेक इट अगेन. वैसे इट विल नॉट अफेक्ट एनीथिंग जहाँ तक मुझे पता है. ठीक है ना? आई विल चेक इट अगेन. ठीक है ना? और हम कहीं से भी कोई भी पॉइंट ऐड कर सकते हैं. अदरवाइज जब आपका वो वाला पॉलिनोमियल है, लैग्रेंज पॉलिनोमियल है, उसमें तो आपको सब कुछ शुरू से कैलकुलेट करना पड़ेगा. L0, L1, L2, L3. और कंप्यूटेशन वाइज इट इज इजी, बिकॉज अगर आप इसको प्रोग्रामिंग भी करते हो, बिकॉज यू कैन राइट इट इन अ टेबुलर फॉर्म. तो टेबुलर फॉर्म इज इजी टू कंप्यूट, है ना? वहां पे आपको पूरा पॉलिनोमियल, हर एक के लिए आपको अलग अलग पॉलिनोमियल कंप्यूट करना है. तो दिस इज द बेनिफिट. Otherwise, I told you polynomial we are always getting unique, so everything is same.
Yes.
Any other doubt? Just a minute. Okay, ठीक है ना? वैसे ऐसे कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ेगा. आई विल चेक इट बाय द एग्जांपल आल्सो, है ना? अगर हम बीच में कुछ भी ऐड करते हैं तो वी कैन टेक इन द लास्ट, because here we are getting this formula not in a, like, this formula is not depending on the values of these x and you can take any point. अगर हम इस फार्मूले को देखते हैं, x minus x0, you are writing, you can write any of the point, doesn't affect.
मैम लेकिन देखो अगर हम x 0 ले रहे हैं तो बेसिकली उसका f of x 0 आएगा ना, तो वो तो इफेक्ट कर रहा है ना पूरे
हाँ, तो
फॉर्मूला में.
fx0 आप लास्ट में भी वही लिख रहे हैं ना, जो भी आप सपोज यू
तो
आर
फिर
एडिंग.
मैम जैसे फर्स्ट टर्म अगर जैसे मैंने x -3 लेना होता तो वो एकदम ऊपर आता और उसका f of x ही सबसे पहले आना था, लेकिन हम फिर भी -15 ही ले रहे हैं तो फिर हमें या तो फॉर्मूला में कुछ अपडेट करना पड़ेगा, क्योंकि हमें तो x -3 की वैल्यू लेनी थी ना f of x0 में a0 के लिए.
यस, एक्चुअली आपका इफेक्ट कहाँ पड़ेगा? थोड़ा सा जो मुझे लगता है कि इफेक्ट जो पड़ेगा आपका, वो सिर्फ यहाँ पर पड़ेगा कि सपोज यू हैव, लाइक, आप पॉलिनोमियल से कर क्या रहे हैं? यू आर कंप्यूटिंग वैल्यू of the polynomial at some point in between, है ना? This
Yes.
polynomial is used to compute value. So, like, if whenever we are computing polynomial value at some point, it may vary, but the polynomial we are getting, that may not. I think so. जितना भी हमारे पास polynomial आ रहा है, that we are constructing with the help of these and values, I think. बट अगर हम किस पॉइंट के अबाउट कर रहे हैं, बट पॉइंट के अबाउट करने में तो हमारा ये, चलो ठीक है, मैं इसको देखती हूँ ना. दिस इज अ नाइस क्वेश्चन. I never thought about it. Okay, so let me check. ठीक है.
Yes.
Okay, so this like numerical part of this thing is already done. Next is what? Newton divided difference is already done. Next is what? How much time is there? Okay, there are 2-3 minutes or more. Actually, in this Newton divided difference, it is not required that all these points should be in a it is not, there is no restriction for all these points like x0, x1, x2. The difference between these points could be anything. They are not equally spaced point. Okay, so suppose x0 is suppose 1, then, like, if we're taking this example I have done here, there these points x0, x1, x2 are not equally spaced always. Like here you are having -1 + 2, the difference is -1, and 1, and there is a difference of 2. So you can take any point, but this formula can be used to construct a formula that is, this is Newton divided difference formula. Another formula that we are getting, that is the Newton. This formula can be written in a particular form as Newton forward formula and Newton backward formula. How can be Newton backward formula? What do you mean by Newton forward and Newton backward formula? Suppose you have to compute value of the function at some point that is near to the initial point. जैसे कि आपको suppose हमने कुछ value दिया है x0, x1, x2, xn. Okay, some values given f0, f1, f2, f3. And it is all these points are given to you equally spaced. All xi's are equally spaced. What does it mean? It means that the difference between these points xi plus 1 minus xi is equal to h. है ना? All are equally spaced. That means I equal to 0, 1, 2 up to n minus 1. है ना? सभी का जो difference है वो same है. x2 minus x1 equal to x0, x1 minus x0 equal to xn minus xn minus 1 and so on. They are all equal. ठीक है? All points are equally spaced. Then Newton divided difference formula can be written in a simple formula. What is that? That is the Newton forward formula or Newton backward formula. Forward का मतलब क्या है? Suppose आपको function की value compute करनी है कोई point पर that is near to initial values like x0, x1, x2 के आसपास. Then we will use Newton forward formula if you have to compute value from the backward side. Okay, that is you have to compute the value near to xn. Then you will use backward formula, and in between there is another formula, but that is not in your syllabus. So next point is what? Newton forward formula and Newton backward formula. So let us discuss that formula. I'm having only 3-4 minutes. Okay, let us do that in the next class. One more thing I want to ask, from the next week you have reading week, na? Hello?
Yes, ma'am.
है ना? तो ये टॉपिक तो वैसे भी हमारा पूरा कंप्लीट नहीं हो पाएगा. ठीक है, तो हम एक काम करते हैं, अगर आप लोगों को कोई भी डाउट्स हैं आप इस जो हमारे पास फर्स्ट सेकंड थर्ड चैप्टर है जो भी आपके सिलेबस में है, तो हम उसको भी डिस्कस कर सकते हैं. इफ यू वांट देन लेट मी नो बाय सैटरडे सो दैट वी कैन डिस्कस दोस थिंग्स.
ओके मैम.
है ना? तो ठीक है, ये न्यूटन फॉरवर्ड बैकवर्ड हम आफ्टर एमएसटी कंप्लीट करेंगे. तो आपका जो सैटरडे क्लास होगा उसमें हम सिर्फ आपके जो भी ट्यूट क्वेश्चंस हैं, आपको जो भी जैसे भी डाउट्स हैं, आप मुझे एक बार व्हाट्सएप पे शेयर कर दीजिए सो आई कैन डिस्कस दोस थिंग्स इन योर नेक्स्ट क्लास. वो दैट क्लास विल बी एज अ डाउट क्लास, है ना?
Ma'am, what will be the weightage of the first quiz?
फर्स्ट क्विज, अभी फर्स्ट क्विज का थोड़ा सा मुझे ना 3 o'clock तक का टाइम दो. देयर इज अ मीटिंग टुडे, सो आफ्टर दैट ओनली आई विल बी एबल टू टेल यू एवरीथिंग, है ना? अभी कुछ भी अभी बहुत सारा कंफ्यूजन चल रहा है इसमें. ठीक है, तो मैं आपको 2 या 3 बजे के बाद में आपका जो ऑफिशियल पेज है उस पर पूरा अपडेट दे दूंगी. ठीक है, इसके अलावा अगर कोई और प्रॉब्लम है तो बताइए.
मैम बेस्ट ऑफ रख लेना. हम बेस्ट ऑफ जैसे 3 क्विजेस या कुछ 2 क्विजेस, मतलब एक अकेले मत रखना.
देखते हैं क्या होता है. एक्चुअली इट इज नॉट ओनली डिपेंडिंग ऑन मी, लेट्स सी. ठीक है, सो इन द नेक्स्ट क्लास वी विल डिस्कस, लाइक मुझे लगता है फर्स्ट चैप्टर में बहुत सारे लोगों को थोड़ा सा कंफ्यूजन है उसके बारे में, कंडीशन नंबर वगैरह उससे रिलेटेड प्रॉब्लम. तो थोड़ा सा हम फर्स्ट सैटरडे को उसके बारे में डिस्कस करते हैं. उसके अलावा लीट वाले स्टूडेंट्स, आपको जो भी जितना भी डाउट्स है आप सब कुछ मुझे बताइए, है ना? और उसके अलावा जिसको भी जो भी प्रॉब्लम है तो मुझे आप व्हाट्सएप पे शेयर करिए सो दैट आई कैन डिस्कस.
मैम एक बार स्टेबिलिटी के बारे में बता दोगे?
हाँ, स्टेबिलिटी के बारे में डिस्कस करते हैं. ठीक है, और थोड़े से और क्वेश्चन मैं अपलोड करती हूँ LMS पे, आप लोग उसको थोड़ा ट्राई करिए, है ना? ट्राई करेंगे तो थोड़ा आपको हेल्प मिलेगा एग्जाम MST में. सो लेट अस फिनिश आवर क्लास.
Ma'am, MST will be, ma'am, web camera will be open. Why MST?
यस, ठीक है ना? वो तो सब्जेक्टिव ही होगा MST. क्विज 1 का जो वेटेज है वो हम थोड़ा टाइम के बाद डिस्कस करते हैं. हो सकता है शायद क्विज होगी ना, आई डोंट नो एनीथिंग टिल नाउ. सो मे बी आफ्टर 2 o'clock only I will let you know what will happen. ठीक है, ओके.